We have a basic absolute value equation here. I think you can see the vertex is right there. The x value is 3 and the y value is 1, and that goes along with our equation right there. It'd be nice to plug a 3 in for x to make this all 0, and then we'd be left with y equals 1. So vertex is at x equals 3, y equals 1. Topic for today, though, is what happens when we change what is in this spot right here where my cursor is. So let's make some changes to this spot right here. Right now there's nothing written down, which is like having a 1 here. When you multiply it by 1, it doesn't change the answer, so there's no need to write it. So if it's a 1 here, the graph looks like this. Let's say we change it to a 2. I think you can see that the graph got steeper. Here it is with a 1 or nothing. Here it is with a 2. And here it is with a 10. So very steep when I have a 10 there. Less steep when I have a 1. And then if we do something like a fraction, even less steep. So number less than 1, less steep. Big number like 10, very steep. We haven't looked at negatives yet. What if we put something like a negative 10 here? Oh, looks like the graph got flipped around. So we have an upside down V that's very steep when this is a negative 10 in this spot here. Positive 10. I think you can see that's about the same steepness. It's just a regular shape V now with positive 10. Upside down V with negative 10. And notice we have done nothing to change the vertex. In all of these examples, the vertex has stayed right there in the same spot at 3, 1. Let's go back to our original graph here and see if we can get a little better sense of exactly what that number does when we have it there. I'm going to turn the grid on for ours. And there we go. Oops, I don't want those little lines. Good. And there's our original graph. Remember, this is like a 1 here. And it seems like it's affecting the steepness when we change this. So if I have a 2 here, let's look at how steep this is. We could use slope to measure steepness. So between these 2 points, it went up 2 over 1. The steepness was 2, and by golly, we had a 2 right there. I'm going to switch that to a 3, and we could measure slope again. I'll put the dot on a point on that line. And now if I start here, I go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. The slope is 3. The steepness of this graph is 3, and that number right here is 3. If I do something like 1/2, it's less steep now. It only went up 1 unit, and over 2 units, the steepness there between the points was 1/2, and we have a 1/2 right there. So this number is in a way like a slope that's telling you how steep each side is. Of course, the slope is going to be positive on one side and negative on the other side.